What's going on, guys? Phew, Casper, Wyoming. It is absolutely stupid how cold it is. So, I'm going to Tacoma, Washington. Got a Caterpillar marine engine on. Fairly heavy. It's almost 60,000 pounds. I've been told it's 57, 80, something like that. But it weighs 60,000 pounds. At least that. Probably even more than that because the permits I got by scaling on their scale and went across Wyoming, and the difference is 2,000 pounds, over 2,000 pounds. It ends up being heavier. Anyways, today, real quick, some people might not gonna like this video, but recording for my own purposes. Hopefully, I will spit this out correct way, and a lot of people will understand, and you will learn something from this. Because not very happy what happened, and it's upsetting. What we have people in industry, in the trucking industry, fucking brain dead. So when I got outside of Cheyenne, it started snowing. I stopped in, got my permit, and Cheyenne is I-80, and I took 25 north, I-25 north, which I'm going to Billings, and then going to go 90 across. It was this fluffy, dry snow because it's really cold outside. It's like 11. It was bouncing from 11 to 13 to minus 15, and it feels like minus 30s in some spots. So that's my ideology. When it's a fluffy snow, the plow trucks really can't plow. It's blowing wind. There's times it picks the snow up. It's hard to see and stuff like that. The right lane, that's where the majority traffic goes. It's usually the vehicles going back and forth, and they blow the snow off by just going and creating wind, and it blows the snow off. The left lane is the one that's covered in snow, like thick, but it's fluffy. It's dry asphalt underneath it, just or concrete, whatever you're driving on, but it's a lot of snow. And the wind's kind of blowing from a southeast, and we're going northwest, sort of like it curves. What will happen if you have 3, 4 vehicles up ahead of you? You're gonna start passing them in the left lane. You will pick all the snow off the ground, and you put people in a dangerous situation completely. Um, you put them in a position they can see nothing. They have chance to rear end each other because somebody will freak out and slam on the brakes, and the other guy's not going to think about it. He slows down. Or if the road curve, they can go straight. That happened to me a couple years ago. So in this situation, I had a couple vehicles up ahead, I had a couple vehicles behind me. I mean, far apart, half a mile to a mile. Once in a while, you catch the glimpse of their headlights, and you can see they staying back. Next thing you know, I have a light right on my ass. And I mean, I'm picking up the good amount of snow off the ground, and I was like, what is this guy doing? So I hollered to him in the CB radio because I understood it's a semi truck. Nope, nothing. Next thing you know, there's 2 of them. And they kind of get under my ass, then they back off, get on. So while I'm just standing, I'm like, they blind themselves. So I'm started looking for the exit. What can I get off safely so they can go by me and don't wipe me off? So finally, one guy responding, I says, hey, if you need to go any faster, we doing 65, 67, 60 miles an hour, right around between 60 and 70, which I was thinking it's actually a little bit fast for the conditions there are, but figure I'm going to go faster so less vehicles going to pass me. When the car passes you, it's not a big deal. Semi-truck, reefer drive-in, you guys creating so much vacuum behind you, so you picking all this stuff up, and when you passing a guy, he can't see nothing. So those 2 guys, I finally, I figure I'm going to slow down because either way they're going to pass me. So I'm hollering him on the CB radio. Says, hey, hold your horses. Let's find a straight road. I will tell you when I'm ready to pass me. His response, F you. That was it. That's what he mumbled away. So one truck passed me, which is fine. Then another one right behind him. And I'm looking at these two morons. I mean, like, they really close to each other. I mean, for this kind of conditions, they wiping me out. So I finally kind of get away from that cloud of snow they picked up. Next thing you know, they wiping out three vehicles. Not wiping out, blind them out. Like they can't see nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, that is absolute stupidity for them to do that. It's very unprofessional and it's very unsafe and it's very selfish. So the idea of being a professional driver, that's what when it calls professional driver. It's not all about you, how you're gonna drive your truck, is to be concerned about other people too. In the situations like this, it's absolutely stupid to pass somebody when they're going good amount of speed. What I did, there was one pickup truck, finally those cars disappear someplace or they end up going faster. I come up at a pickup truck with a trailer. The guy's holding a motorcycle. So I got on his, well, got close to him, fairly close, maybe like a quarter of a mile, and he turned his right blinker on like he's gonna get off. I says, okay, that's cool. He's gonna get off. So we drove like that for about 4 or 5 miles. Next thing you know, he shut the blinker off. I'm like, okay, I understood he's trying to get off or anything like that. I didn't even had intentions to pass him because I understood I'm gonna put the guy. God forbid he had kids with him or something like that. You're putting him in the, like, really really shitty situation. So finally he got off on the exit and I passed him. So I got to the truck stop, pulled in. As I was going in inside, this pickup pulls in, and the guy jumps out. He's like, "Man," he's like, "that's very professional of you to do that, not to pass me and not wipe me out." He's like, "The situation was really sketchy." He's like, "I wish I could catch those two trucks because I literally thought I lost it because I was clueless what he was." So if you drive a truck, I think it's our responsibilities, the professional driver, to be concerned for other people, not just yourself. And I'm literally mad at these two guys because we were going fast enough and they need to go faster. What is it so important? Like, those 3, 4, 5 miles an hour ain't gonna make a huge difference, in my opinion. Apparently, it's to them. Especially, I drive fast too, but you kind of gotta balance it being driving fast and the conditions. It's just freaking craziness. I wish I could catch their number plates, but I guarantee you, like those guys, the green behind the ears. So that's all what I got. Drive safe. If you get in a situation like that, stay away from the trucks. Use your blinkers. Tell them, like, look, I will get off if you need to go faster or something like that, because that could end up being a really, really, really ugly. Uh, you could have put people in a terrible position because you could have passed them. They could have run off a ditch, rolled their car over, and you would even know it. And it's in the middle of Wyoming, middle of the night, stupid cold. Like, there was no reason to do that. All right, everybody, drive safe. Thanks for watching and have a blessed evening.